What is going on? I'm Zedmont. Yes, that of course is Zedmont in your creator boost over there in this region right about here. Every single Supercell game. Now, first and foremost, in last week's video, this one where I threw it in there on Friday, trying to get that video inbox loading. Come on, sometimes it takes a second. Hopefully you guys watched this. If you have not, do go watch it if you're struggling to get into gold. I'll quickly show you what I've done on that account before we move any further forwards. This account, as you can see, sitting in rank 18, doing fairly okay. I'll move my base around so you can screenshot it in case you want to do that. We'll zoom in a little bit. Working fairly well. Now, for those of you who are on that gold path, make sure you don't go to 4 engine rooms until you can use something besides stinking slow grenadiers. They're good at 3, but you want to make sure you can get at least to the bombardiers, probably into troop health, and even for an extra bonus into troop damage. I only just unlocked Kavan. I haven't used him at all on this account. But we will jump on forwards and talk about a different account now. This one is my naked account, and obviously the thumbnail and the title gave it away, but you can guess just by looking at this account what we're planning on doing, and that, of course, is unlocking Seekers. I assume Seekers are going to be magical. I assume they're going to be fantastic, but I haven't seen anyone with Seekers. I was without internet for 2 days over the long weekend. So I'm behind, but we're going to hopefully catch up very, very, very quickly. Now, shout out is in order. HLY. I copied his base, tweaked it a little bit, and this was before, like, he's got a sky shield. I don't have a sky shield. He's got a shock blaster. Don't have that either, but hopefully we can do something with these Seeker boys. Let's just get going. Now, show you my win-loss record on this account. Winning, losing. I am all about all bombardiers. Of course, I show you a 3-engine room base, which is I do a little bit differently, but generally, I think I just went to the same one. That's a 4. 4s, yeah, I mean, it's just once in a while I mix in one boat of heavies, but for the most part, against 5s, I've been using all bombardiers all the time with Kavan. Quick note, if you are using Kavan, make sure you go back there and max those riflemen. Otherwise, you're going to be sad because Kavan bringing back max level riflemen is fairly useful. Bringing back tick 1 riflemen, not fairly awesome. I don't know how this is going to go. I have yet to use Seekers yet, and don't have shocks. So no shocks, no bullet, no, like, it's just going to be, I feel like it's going to be awful. Now, this one looks somewhat reasonable. Of course, my only concern is that my Seekers are going to go for this engine room when I want them to go for this engine room. And then when they go from this engine room, then they're going to go to this back one. So need to do a bit of a split attack. Need to plan this a tiny, tiny bit. So we're going to start out going for this engine room right here. I think we're going to send 3 for that. We're going to then go smoke, 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 trying to get all of our Seekers onto that one. And then we can slowly but surely send 2 more over. You know what? Let's send 3 more over there. Then we'll send 2 over here and just trying our darndest to get all of these Seekers onto all of those engine rooms. The fact that we don't have artillery or barrage is definitely going to play a factor, but 3 minutes, 28 seconds. That is the opposite of a sad trombone, but our opponent was darn fast too, so we're gonna have to wait and see. What did you do to us, Edsta? 325. That is the first time I have seen Seekers, and we barely squeaked out a win. So clearly this base needs a little bit of TLC. Seekers without shocks is so frustrating, and I know I downplay my skills a fair bit, but I'm pretty good with Seekers, and we barely pulled that off. So if you're leaning towards Seekers, you better get here darn quick before the people with boom cannons and sky shields and flamethrowers and critter launcher, those dirty bases start showing up. So this base should be candy. Like, this should be super easy. We're just going to drop all of the rest of them over on this right-hand side. I feel like I probably need to start using, what's that ability called? Crystal shields, because otherwise we're not going to get any value at all out of Kavan. But so far, so good. All of our Seekers are running rampant all over this base. Couple smokes, maybe some critters back there. I have tons of GBE, and I don't think I have any GBE nodes. Maybe one. 3 minutes, 29 seconds. Opponent has retreated. Doing okay. 2 wins, but I'm not super positive on the future here. I feel like we're going to get into this ugly losing streak here in a second. Let's just see what can be done. I feel like when I first started this video, I thought, oh, I should be able to cruise into like 19. And then we started getting bases like this. Like, so will Seekers go? I think I can sneak some Seekers up that right-hand wall. I think that should get that engine room. And then I'm just going to get 3 boats on both of these engine rooms. I think that Doom Cannon is just going to eat us for breakfast, though. So need to be very, very, very careful what the heck we're doing. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Some critters there. Some critters there. And then we're just going to have to hope that these guys can get onto that final, that's not even the final engine room. That is just the next engine room. So we're going to throw some critters into there. We're going to throw some critters back into that neighborhood, trying our darndest to get all of our Seekers towards that last one. And then maybe we can just throw some critters into there, trying to distract that Doom Cannon before it eats us for breakfast. Whew, 3 minutes 20. Like, this is, I haven't taken a breath. This is crazy. Like, yes, our Seekers are winning, but I am not super, like, we're going to get crushed, I feel like. Like, this is an average to bad base. Just imagine when we get a good base. Once they have a sky shield, and I guess that's why HLY is up there, because they have a sky shield. They probably have shocks. I would kill for shocks right now, but shocks are far. Like, we've got to go through Bullit would be amazing. That's going to be a great addition, because at least we can taunt things and Bullit can get shot in the face. But we're 42, we're 62, we're 92 keys away. That is in the neighborhood of, that's 4 chests basically. Hopefully we can get up into 18 on this account. Odd that my no instant training account is higher than my instant training account. We'll do 2 more hits. As long, like, this is, okay, this looks reasonable, but getting underneath that sky shield's going to be a bit of a problem for sure. 1, 2 again. I forgot to change Kavan's ability again. Don't really care about these left-hand guys quite yet, because that's all we need. Those critters are good. That right-hand side should clear a bunch of mines for us. And then we just need to go smoke, 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 I think. That should get all of them onto that final engine room. And now it's just going to be like an absolute crushing. Look how many flamethrowers they have in that neighborhood. Lots and lots and lots of flamethrowers. But they're no match for our 50% troop health Seekers. Just craziness. Yeah, so Seekers work. I don't recommend them quite yet, though. I'm guessing a bunch of you are a higher tier. If you're lower than me, Bombardiers and defenses are likely a better bet. I have 100% troop damage. I am not using Bombardiers anymore. I hate Bombardiers. I would love to be able to make this account not have Bombardiers. By the way, don't max your critter launchers, because yes, you get a little bit more damage when those first things throw out, but you don't get an extra build. You don't get any extra critters per second. Now, while we're over here, let's have a quick little drawing. I am not going through mechs. I don't think that's a good plan. I am going to go through this wonderful prototype node, through this wonderful GBE node, and through this wonderful artillery node. All great things for Seekers. I don't know if I can do it without going back for Bullit and shocks, though. I am, like, realistically, if we can get through that, then we've got shock launchers and shock mines, and I just don't know if I have the intestinal fortitude to do that. We got a boss battle for 18, though. That could give us some extra keys. See how many mines there are on that right-hand side? Let's switch out Mr. Kavan. Let's get that ice shield all sorted. That should help things a little bit. This side looks fairly easy. I'm not worried about this left-hand side. I think I'm going to send at least 4 boats to that right-hand side. It seems like a waste, but I think I'm going to go... Oh, gosh. I think we can get what's-his-face up to there. Then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. We can get some critters up in there. And then as soon as that happens, we can try to save some of those critters. And then on this side over here, we can get those out. Maybe throw a smoke to get our Seekers through. And maybe I overestimated how difficult that right-hand side would be, because now we have to deal with 3 engine rooms with these critters, these Seekers, and I feel like that was far, far easier than I made it out to be. Yes, there were more mines to clear, but even on this side, I think we're going to cruise through. I think we're just going to crush this base. That was easier. Maybe Seekers aren't so bad. I'm still on the fence. I would love to hear your opinions, especially if you're using them. Like, I know I'm making them look so amazing because I'm amazing at Boom Beach and blah, blah, blah. But if you're using Seekers, please comment on this video. Let me know where you're doing, how's it going, what rank you're at, all of those and also like Bullit or forwards, artillery. Maybe let's just double check because yeah, we're moving on up. That's exactly what I expected when I got Seekers. But when I started using them, yeah, a little bit, let's just double check. Do we have any troop health building health on this? Yeah, 60,000. That's a lot of artillery. That's a lot of artillery. So, oof. What do we got for GBE? Let's just double check that while we're here. We start with 52 gunboat energy. That is because we don't have any of the GBE nodes. That's calling my name, but this is more likely. We've got to go through that one anyways. Unless we just go through mechs to 6 engine rooms? I think that would be crazy. Plus, I don't like mechs. It'd be a waste, but lots of decisions to be made. I think I said I was going to only do 2 more, and I think I've done 2, but we'll do 1 more. Actually, quickly pausing. Is there anything I can use those keys and tokens and things for? Maybe we could use brick, too. Brick could be helpful, maybe? I'm not sure if cluster grenade clears mines or not. We'll skip on that for the moment. We'll stick with Kavan. Notice that my Kavan is only tick 4, not wasting tokens there. I don't max Kavan until I'm using Kavan full time, and I don't feel like Kavan's my end game hero, but maybe he is. Maybe I'll end up with heavy choppas and laser rangers. We'll find out soon enough. That one looks uncontested. At some point I want to try using 1 boat of Seekers, but I don't think it's that time yet. I think we're going to be able to cruise through this base. We're going to go 2 right, 1, 2. I'm going to throw some critters over there just to be on the safe side. Kavan is not going to do anything for us. We might as well click that right there, just trying to get some value somehow out of Kavan. And then we'll just get this smoke all preset up. We're going to cruise through all of these things. And then we might as well throw that over there. I don't know. I feel like this is going easier than I'm making it out to be. But at the same time, I don't know. Let's throw that critter back there. Let's see. We haven't faced anyone with building damage yet, I don't think. And all of our Seekers are just cruising on through. I've never been this uncertain about anything in Boom Beach, I don't think. Like, I'm winning, but I feel like I shouldn't be, or it's going to end soon. Maybe it was just because that first person used Seekers on us and put me at ill ease, or whatever the heck that term is. We're going to start running into more difficult bases. By the way, quick note. I have seen people way too many times on this hit. They take these bombardiers that are coming up right here and they flare this engine room, and then all of these bombardiers go that way. So do what this person did. Either don't use a flare or throw a kamikaze flare towards this one and then this one. I've seen it like probably 10 times this season where someone's got their bombardiers sitting right here. They've got this engine room up and this engine room up, and they throw this flare towards here, and all of those guys just amscray the heck out of there. So if you're doing that, either don't use a flare or throw that flare at the right spot. I'm going to do one more just because I want to have a better opinion on this. I mean, we're at a 7 times win streak, so clearly this is working, but for how long? Seekers with no shocks, no artillery, no barrage is just scary. Hopefully, I would love to get a 3 engine room base right now. I want to see Seekers against a 3 like that would be unfair, but it would be so much fun. Yeah, same thing. 1-2, 1-2 Kavan, and then we're gonna get, as soon as they start to get close, we'll click that button, we'll click that. All of these guys on this right hand side are still in magical protected by Kavan mode, should be able to just sneak on through. I threw critters when I meant to throw a smoke. We are gonna pre-smoke all the way through. All of our Seekers are gonna magically go underneath that sky shield. Our critters should also get underneath that sky shield. People, don't let that corner be visible, otherwise you're going to be in for a bad time. I tried to tell you Seekers sucked, but we just kept on winning, so you're going to have to make your own decision. This is one of those ones where I could clickbait the crap out of it and say, oh my god, Seekers are amazing, everyone rush to Seekers, but I think a lot of people are going to struggle with Seekers. So your YMV, your mileage may vary. Use at your own risk, whatever the heck you want to say. They work, but gosh, they're scary. And by the way, don't bother shocking rocket launcher. It's a complete and utter waste of time. You've got troop health. That rocket launcher's not doing anything to your troops, and you're just wasting GBE properly. And again, Focus Nick, doing well, not throwing a flare. Throw your flare and Focus. Throw your flare. Oh, see, I guess there we go. Little bit late. They thought they were lost potentially, so maybe they didn't care, but I overused shocks, underused critters. I use nothing but critters at the 5 engine room level, also at the 4 engine room level. I'm just gonna keep going. By the way, I'm going on sort of is it vacation when you go to your in-laws house? That's kind of like extra work. I'm gonna be trying my best to post videos. I will bring my recording setup. I will do my best. It won't sound or possibly look as good, so please be gentle. Just trying to be as useful to you guys and to entertain, educate, and all the rest. This base. This looks like a straight shot too. I mean, if this engine room was a little bit closer somehow, like if it was like down in there, then it might draw these Seekers up and we might not get this engine room. So do put some thought into your bases, because this just looks like an easy win on this side of things. We're going to have to wait and find out, though. Maybe I've overestimated or underestimated or some kind of estimated. Let's get some critters into all of this mess on this back section. I think we can just cruise on in, and then we're going to pre-smoke, because this is going to be the dangerous part. Getting into that final engine room is the part that concerns me the most, and we're starting to look fairly lean on Seekers. So hopefully that set of critters distracts that machine gun or that flamethrower for a second. And finally, I told you it was precarious. And there is our first loss. We are going to retreat. Just try it. You might want to force close there, not letting people know that you've retreated. And they're just going to walk through our base slowly but surely. And they're using grenadiers. Don't ever think that mixing a boat of grenadiers is going to keep your bombardiers alive or make your attacks better or faster. Ditch the grenadiers, people. I have yet to see a good attack from people who have mixed grenadiers in. You have critters. You've got, like, even if you don't have critters, you've got heavies out there. So why, like, it just doesn't make sense. Just lose the bombardiers. There's no good reason for grenadiers in this attack. So we're going to lose to ZA 1. They're going to feel good about themselves. We're going to feel crappy, but at least my precautionary tale finally has some teeth, because I feel like... I wish someone please watch that video, like rewind like a minute and let me know if they had building damage, because it just feels like, let's do one more, because I need to start scouting building damage more. I, on my lower level account, definitely am going towards building damage. There we go. They've got 50% building health, no building damage. Of course not. We're just going to be able to walk through this one. I'm going to try one boat of Seekers. Now, when I say I'm going to try, I don't mean like full on commit to it. I am going to just see how it goes. And we're going to keep one boat of Seekers back, because I feel like we could probably start. There we go. So definitely got a little bit of value out of that. Need to start investigating alternative attacks where using one boat of Seekers, using just the fact that we could take down that engine room with one boat of Seekers, that's some useful knowledge. Let me know if you've been using one boat on 4 engine room bases, on 5 engine room bases, because if we can send one boat to the right and 7 boats to the left, I don't feel like that fizzle would have happened quite so much. We are not going to watch the rest of Ali's attack. They're going to do fine. They're going to get all my engine rooms. I'm going to keep pushing, though. I feel like I should be able to get to 19 without a heck of a lot of difficulty. And then I need to make some tough choices, whether it's getting a shock blaster or a doom cannon, or going back and getting Bullit. So tough choices. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do, where you're at. If that gold video got you to gold, please throw some form of gold emoji in the comments. Otherwise, thank you for coming in. I'm Zedmot, and Seekers are scary. Hopefully that helped you somehow, some way. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace.